important, but let's assume now. Hello, we are doing another test of Sneaky Spaceships Networked. I have fixed a huge amount of things since the last stream. I have probably broken the equal amount of things. And just to reiterate, the goal at this point in development is not to try and break the game, it's to try and see if you can play the game. And then the next step is to try and make the game better, and then the last step is to try and break it. But right now we are still at, can I make it work? In the same way, you know, when SnowRunner really breaks, can you still play it? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Anyway, there should be a server up, which you should be able to join.
That was nasty. I joined and immediately I'm moving, and apparently there was a ton of debris in the middle of my ship.
Yeah, you probably just spawned inside the other player, that's all. You probably just, as I said, there's a 1 in 15 chance you'll spawn inside an existing player if they don't move.
But, okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
How do we look up? I forget which one I'm looking at now. There it is.
Click the right stick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And definitely handbrake on. Yes, handbrake is on. I'm not coming to us.
You're barely moving. Oh, hold on, I've just bumped into you, sorry.
Oh, what are these bits coming from everywhere?
Because you're ramming something.
Oh, I see. I can't. It's not clear. It's coming from me.
It is, but that's because you were at a fancy angle.
Right.
I was just trying to move my ship out the way. Anyway, the bits work, so that's good. Because people were ramming stuff a lot last time with no bits, and I'm like, we might want bits. But I haven't tested a network airlock yet. So could you please just fly out of here and hang a right? Plus, if I get it right, it should make quite a good little bit of footage. But yeah, leave the hangar. Or smash into the ceiling.
Oh, get away.
There's the ceiling. At least the particles work, that's good as well. Because they're obviously calculated by intersection of two physics objects. What are you doing? Did you turn on sports mode for some stupid reason?
What? I've hit all the buttons.
Well, so yes, you've turned on sports mode. I'll do that.
Which one's sports mode? It's not labelled S for sport.
No, it's number 5.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I need to get icons on there. But if you toggle it, it will say sport mode on, sport mode off.
Sport mode false, yes.
Good. For some reason you're getting impacts coming at the back of your ship. What is it? It thinks you're hitting, I wonder. You have a bit of your ship bouncing into... You've just got constant particles coming out of your ship. When you move.
Was my ship got diarrhea? Is that it?
Ah, it means it thinks it's hitting something, but... That's going to be a pain. Need to have stopped now.
If I go near to the wall, does the network sync mean that I might be brushing against the wall constantly?
Yeah, but I don't care. That's your problem. So Max, it doesn't look like you switched on gyro and aero, so that's F5 and F6. You're flying all the piss there.
There is no up.
There is an up. There's absolutely an up. Same as Star Trek. There's an up in Star Trek, mandated by Starfleet, so spaceships don't just meet up at wonky angles. But there's definitely an up. Yeah, so if you can hang a 180 and come over here to this airlock, with a bit of luck, the airlock should work and should all be network synced, but I've not had a chance to test it.
Are they going underneath you through the no entry signs?
That's not me, but no. Head over to that big freighter in front of you. You want to go to the other side of the freighter?
That one over there. Am I heading in the right direction?
Yep.
Not sure what it's the freighter or what it is I'm heading towards. It's just a big... I don't know.
It's just a big freighter.
Heavy cargo test. 1.
That is what it's called, yes. Yes, I actually... I'm going to have to spend a lot of time naming things correctly. But yeah, just the other side of that, you should see a gas freighter called Sci-Fi Freighter Mark 1 Gas 1 Yellow. And the other, just to the right, should be an airlock. And with a bit of luck, you should just be able to fly in.
That looks like an airlock. Ring collision. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, the airlock's to the left. It's huge. I mean, it's enormous.
Okay, let me just.
How the fuck has Boris Johnson won a vote of confidence? Seriously.
I called it.
He could have got caught fucking a squirrel and gotten away with it. It's just insane. Did you break the law? Oh yeah, but it wasn't a bad law. All right then. Anyway, you want to fly forwards. You're round the left hand side or right hand side, but you want to fly forwards. Should be on your right.
A big blue sort of door. Is it blue there?
No, it's not blue. To be fair, I need to write on the door. So I've done a few airlocks, but no, you're
I
looking.
point at it and it says ring collision, so I'm doing that's not a thing, not an airlock.
No, just fly forwards and turn 90 degrees right. You're looking for something enormous. Like, it will take a much bigger ship than you. That's actually quite a good little... Oh, let me just grab that. But this is why you have aero and gyro on, so you don't need to worry about what's up. But it should be to the right of you now. Maybe a little bit below. It's huge. Now, the air traffic controller, once implemented, will be able to force airlocks open. But otherwise, you just fly towards it and it should open. He says confidently.
Am I looking at the right thing?
Sidestep left, like half the width of the space station.
Oh, in there. Spaceport door down. Oh, okay. So I have to get to open the spaceport door, do I?
Yeah, just fly towards that. I'll open in plenty of time, but you're not in front of it currently. There we go.
Things are going to crash in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3
Well, yeah,
seconds.
you don't just... Yeah, but that's your own fault. Don't fly at the
I'm going
airlock
3
door.
meters, 3. I'm going 3. I'm not going very fast.
Would you want to drive your car into a wall at 3 meters a second? No.
I don't know what 3 is. It's not qualified on here.
It's meters per second, which is it's the SI speed. It's about 7 miles an hour. You don't really want to slam your car into anything at 7 miles an hour. But it worked, and if you fly towards the back of the dock, it should close. Yes. Cool, and then turn around and come back out. It should open again. But obviously, don't just, well, you can slam into it. It's your spaceship. I don't care. But you can't slam into it going, why did it let me?
Maybe you should have training wheels on and off.
Well, that's your own fault. If you drive into a wall, that's nothing I can do about it. Why would I stop you driving into it? And I can't have it open.
Training wheels?
Yeah, but it's your own fault. If you drive into it, what would you like me to do? What solution are you offering for a problem that doesn't exist here?
You have to know the door opens and how long it takes to open, which is something you'd know if you owned a garage door or an electric garage door. But if you're new to the area, you probably want something like, say, wait here for door to open, or some sort of laser thing to sort of say waiting area, or something to give you a clue to sit there while the door opens.
But assuming you're not an idiot, when the garage door begins to open, you don't just continue to drive towards the door going...
You don't, there's a bloody door there, full stop.
Oh, yeah, but no, obviously it's not fucking... I'm testing, do the doors open? I'm not testing, is it intuitive that's an airlock door? Because it's not.
Yes.
But that wasn't the point. But if you fly over to the space station, the other doors should be more intuitive.
This was space station.
Yes.
Give me a clue.
The only space station in the level. Same place as
where
last
I came
time.
from.
No, that's the hangar. Over the other side of the hangar. Long way away. It's the other side of the level. But yeah, I will make a note though to put some.
I'm not. I mean, if you know it's a garage door or how wide it opens, you intuitively know how wide it possibly could open.
Yeah.
So if it's going to, if you're expecting it to automatically open, you know how far to back off.
Yeah.
It's a garage door. It hinges at the top, or
yeah.
It'll open up that way.
I mean, this opens 4 or 5 times its width. The thing is, you just sort of it starts to open. You just continue to fly at it, which is what you would never do. With a real garage, you drive to the bit where the sensor opens, and then you just sit there. What I do want is little spinny lights and things like that as well.
TBD, I guess. Where am I going? I'm
45 degrees to your right, and just straight for a while. Oh, actually, no. You could fly over to the. Do you see the yellow ring? Yeah, over there. There's another dock. Now, that's the same as the first one, hopefully.
mode. You want to just double check it? Why not?
Yeah. Because I
Does
said,
the speed bleed off in this level, like on this mode? I can't remember.
if you go above, that's a really complicated question. If you go above 30, your speed will bleed off, unless in sport mode. But if you're turning the ship, your speed will bleed off because if you've got aero on, if you don't have any of them off, your ship will just float through space forever. So it depends what you've got set. Right, where is it?
Main ring Voron.
Yes, a Voron mining ring, which is I named it after a 3D printer that's quite popular at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, that's my. Yeah, people thrusting near me. But yeah, I did have it so you could switch ships, and I broke it. So
I've lost all my hull integrity apparently.
Yes, because you drove into something maybe. And you want to go? You want to head down? You should see a regular old taxi dock. I'm trying to get some shots, by the way. I want to get shots of different vehicles, but I'm hoping to get a few shots of all of us together. Yeah, there's a regular taxi dock. Well, you've just flown past it now.
Oh, there's the door.
That is a door. Yeah, it's a drop off though, but you could open it, but you can't actually put anything in it. Assuming you're empty.
I am empty. Yes.
Yeah. The ships also now have weight. So as you put stuff into it, it gets heavier. But that door should open like the other one, and just the other side of it is a worker. I've got it worker arrival, which is very poor because it's worker drop off. It's worker collection. That's worker arrival, right? Oh no, wait, I've called them both worker arrival. The other side, I'm not having passengers, I'm having workers. So when you drop a worker off, that station can then work for 5 minutes on whatever it produces. So I've started to make it so you have to drop resources off at the bases to make them to go. Oh man, I should have been recording that. That's really cool. Yeah, I need to get Andy to get to edit the other thing a bit more. Give me a nicer airlock because it's a bit ropey. Let me put the camera somewhere cooler and then fly out.
What happened? Sorry, I might have missed this. What happened to the gyro mode?
Thing hasn't changed.
What button is it again?
It's
F6.
F6. Yes, okay.
Yeah, if you fly out, Max, I'll put the camera in a cool place.
Okay. I think I'm facing the door.
Yeah,
There goes nothing.
I haven't populated the inside of that yet.
I think you can't see me. I should be on the cameras.
I found the door. The door didn't open.
Oh.
I think, unless that's the back of the room, I'm a bit confused.
Let me check. That is the back of the room. It's the only side of the room with no blue lights. The door should be much more lit up than the rest of it.
Ah, okay. Yep, got it.
I'll really.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I could see you earlier, Schalke. I haven't changed anything like that. As long as you don't press any buttons on the number pad. If you do that, all bets are off. It's very likely to screw up and just make you invisible or crash things. That's what I was trying to do.
There we go. Open the door. Open the door. Please open the door. Well, that didn't go so well.
Not for you. Airlock doesn't care.
Yeah.
Going the wrong way now.
Let me try that again if you want to record it.
Oh no, it's all right. I mean, that's equally brilliant. It's just you ballsing it up. I can't believe Johnson got away with it though. Seriously.
Of course you did.
Yeah, but
yeah, well, are you surprised? I can understand your
in my heart,
annoyance,
in my heart, politics works, just not in practice. Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're cute.
I know.
Okay, I don't know how to get out the door, but this time we're going to be bloody hell. I'm gonna go super gentle.
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind, I don't necessarily have the trigger box in the right place, but a good piece of advice when heading towards a slowly opening door is to brake if you think you're going to hit it.
I'm pressing completely wrong controls. Go forwards. Do I?
I've also put various physics objects around to try and make the routes from A to B more challenging, and the airlocks mean you can't just scream in at full speed. You have to slow down, wait for the airlock, and then enter.
Is there no sort of stop outside, request permission, then once the door opens, then you're allowed in? Sort of thing?
Well, if there's an
you're
80...
fine for sort of moving during that period if you're not.
Well, what I was going to do potentially is make the doors much slower, like let's say 10 times slower. So you would sit there going, "Come on," or you say to the ATC guy, "I'm about to land at the mining ring. Open the door." So he'd open the door in advance for you.
The little plus-shaped reticule at the front of in the HUD.
So remember, the focus is, can I play the game, not can I state the obvious. I know. I said this in one of the Fortress Craft. It amazes me how often people think I don't know about these issues. I know about 1,000 things wrong with this game.
If I park here at the door, so they slam on me?
No, you're inside a trigger box. As long as you're inside the trigger box, it will stay open forever.
Okey-doke.
The idea is that the door will be attached to the docks. The dock won't do any work when the box is open. But that does actually look pretty cool. You flying off, little particles, and the door began to shut there.
I can see the door shutting and it opens for me, but it doesn't seem to update for others when the door opens for me.
Doesn't seem to update for others.
I'm gonna use the door now.
What door? I can't see you. Are you in iCalamity? You're miles away, Shaka. That's why.
Are you interested in errors that are?
You're miles away.
I just opened the door that was opened.
Are you definitely running the latest version?
It did download recently. I guess I could check that. Verify is up to date.
On my screen, you're near, but you're about, I don't know, 200, 300 meters away. You're... I don't know how else to describe where you are. Not where you think you are. Hold on, can I select multiple people? Not easily. I can set the midpoint between you. Actually, Max, if you just fly straight up, and Schalke, if you do 90 degrees to your right turn, you two should be able to see each other. And remember, you can press 2 to flash your lights to make it much more obvious where you are to other people. I can see you both flashing lights. That looks really cool. But there's not very many pixels in it. So Schalke, if you spin 30 odd degrees to your right, you should be more or less looking at each other. Maybe 200 meters apart.
I can see Schalke,
yeah. Schalke, can you see Max?
Yeah.
Right. Can you now see the airlock, Schalke? You're not showing your screen. I don't know what's happening. Well, now you're flailing.
I am somewhat above the runway to the door.
You're not.
Share my screen.
You're vaguely near the door. But if you carry on, you will be above the runway to the door soon.
I'm going to try touch Max.
Well, hold on. Can you just share your screen? It looks.
Show mine.
Yeah, so you're okay. But yeah, Shaq, if you just stop there, just stop exactly there. Stop. Full stop. Maximum handbrake. I am guessing you're fully laden from the rate you just braked at. Okay, and yeah, so stop. Oh, I noticed that on your screen you're at 0. Okay, now do 180 flip, like just aim in the other direction. Oh, please press F11. Don't live that debug text. That's for me. Yeah, you're at exactly the right place. I don't know what airlock you thought was opening. The airlock is beneath you. That's the airlock there in front of you. now. That's the airlock. But you two should see it open. Max, you follow me in? Yeah, I don't. You said I was by the airlock, but I don't know what you were looking at because it wasn't the airlock. Or you're going very, very fast though. I'm erring on the side of funny things happening rather than sensible health and safety because there's no way you'd open the airlock that close. That would be ridiculous. It's so cool seeing you both moving around though. And I am open to feedback on the new particles. Oh, that's close!
Did you see open the door? Max is now using the door.
Yeah, door is just shutting now. The door's not network synced, it's just that the physics objects I can be guaranteed are in pretty much the same position. Cool, if you two fly out and then we'll go and we'll check the other type of door because there are two. And I also would like feedback on the way the ship flies when it's empty and when it's full, bearing in mind, of course, you haven't upgraded the ship at all yet. Man, I wish I could switch your ships out. They do look so cool.
I can see the text on the side of it, I calamity. Oh.
Yeah, it's very cool in VR because also you can see the names
look out
of the
the window.
ships. Yeah. Yeah, so there is a dock just to your right, left. I keep saying over here, like you could see my camera or something, which obviously you can't. But there is a mining dock, should just say on it, something stupid. Mining ring Voron worker arrival. That's just a normal dock. So I'm umming and ahhing about putting doors on these. I thought I might put doors on the exit, so when you pull in to load, the door opens. That stops people flying in from the wrong side. It might be I just like the concept of doors in space more than normal people though. One of you is going too fast, one of you is going sideways. And one of you is going in the back. So that's what I mean about I might put a door in the back. So you have to go in through the front and the only trigger box is inside. The game doesn't care, but obviously if somebody else wanted to do it properly, they'd all be shouting at you now. I'll put the game into high resolution for video footage captures. So who's just loaded up? I can't read the text on the side of them. It is
Loaded up.
Unknown.
unknown.
Unknown has started loading one passenger at a rate of 10 kilo per second.
Oh,
And then
okay.
finished loading one times passenger repair.gamma.
I wonder why you don't know who Shauker is. Oh, repair.gamma. That'd be Psy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you load up, Max, or actually no, don't load up. So if you do a 180 and carry on straight, the space station's over yonder. So there are lots of ways around the level that should be pointed out. You can take the direct route, you can fly over the top, which is obviously longer, but you're gonna give me nice high resolution textures? No, fuck you. So right now Shauker is fully laden and Max isn't. So you've got the same top speed, because obviously weight does not affect top speed, but Shauker will find significantly different handling braking.
I have a top speed.
Yeah. Yeah, Max, you want to head about 90 degrees to your left to head to the space station. You're heading for Stellar Cabs. Bear in mind, Shaggy, you can just turn on sport mode and hammer it, but you'll probably end up going bust through spending it all on fuel.
I just gently accelerated to 50 now.
Yeah, see the asteroids to your left, Max? There's a couple that are sort of nearer.
Right.
Like just fly down that little, dead ahead, straight now, left a bit, down there, down that little gully way, and just then float. Well, you can either navigate through them or float up above them. So the ship weighs 200 kilos, and you can have up to 200 kilos of passengers on it. So the ships are about, well, almost exactly twice as heavy when you're fully laden. Oh, I'm hearing your... Let me mute that. I've just worked out why. I was hearing your audio, and I couldn't work out why I was hearing things. All I can hear is Schalke hammering along at low battery with 0 hull integrity.
I've got 0 hull integrity as well.
Yeah, but
we're still undetermined whose fault that is, but don't worry.
Well,
that's not the aim of the game.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if you spawn inside someone, you'll wreck your ship in a second. But you know,
yeah, bits everywhere. Contained bits though in the dock.
So you see the...
Oh well, is that someone coming out the dock over there? A long way away.
Fair.
It's like a little speechy thing going over there.
Yeah, it's also, well, I mean, there is actually all sorts of stuff happening in the level. It all happens more or less on a plane, though.
Yes. What's that? That is.
But like
no target. Okay.
Yeah. You're heading in the right direction, but you're no longer facing the right direction. So it's 90 degrees to your right. You're heading towards the big space station.
Which is this one over here.
No, that's the repair dock.
Oh, this one?
Wait.
That says cargo ship discovery. That's not it.
I might have been watching the wrong stream. Yeah, 90 left.
Repair dock. That's repair dock.
Repair dock. There you go. That there. Look, see the 8 red things.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting. You can't see the signs yet. Ugh, I might have to fix that. But hopefully you should be able to repair the ships, fix the ships, and when you load and offload, hopefully you notice the new dynamic HUD, which should tell you about your loading speeds and stats of that. That's the only one I've worked on. You have an awful lot of red text. Can you read? Are they all the same text, Max?
Red text where? Oh, down the corner. Yes, it's all the same thing. Null reference exception, object reference not set to instance of an object. And apart from one which says timing, fail, ship data should arrive soon.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
There's a third one up from the bottom.
I thought that the strafing mechanics were changed.
They are. You can now move it up to 8 meters per second in any given direction, regardless of anything else, as opposed to clamping at 8 meters per second. So you can, no matter what you're doing, you can always move upwards along the ship's own vector at 8 meters per second.
Didn't seem to work that way, but I'll have to test in detail.
I'm 90% sure that works. So, Max, you see the Stellar Cab sign?
Yep.
Cool. And then after that is another Stellar Cab sign. And now you're looking for things that say Stellar Cabs and taxi. So it's coming up to your left. It's round the end.
And
oh, great. I'm just getting footage of you docking, and in the background there's AI just going mad and smashing its way into things.
I don't know who I am.
You don't know why?
Unknown has started unloading at the same time that I did.
Yeah, I think it might be because you're not friends with the server. I think. That's a big guess. So see
a taxi there, but there's HSS station still.
Yeah, but can you see what looks like an airlock door?
Yes, that one right there.
And it has signs on it.
Yeah.
and it'll open differently. I hope. Weirdly, whoever modelled it didn't model it what I would say the obvious way, which is to open left and right. But what should happen...
Or just slow it down and slide up.
Well,
That's pretty cool, though.
Well, it should look cool, because when you park to dock...
There's no entry. That's a bit... bottom one.
Yeah, the bottom one. So I've hopefully made it more obvious. But in a second, the door will shut. And then you should see...
Look up.
Oh, no. You should see the... No, keep looking forwards. You should see the shadow swoosh across. Oh, depending on how quickly you dock.
Oh, yeah.
I'm now
That's cool.
testing this way thing. I'm at rest, and I'm gonna accelerate that to 7.5, and then strafe right as much as I can.
Oh, the door just shut for me. There you go, the door's now shut, so... Yeah, but if you go in slowly, the door shuts.
I'm loading, but I'm now... The system, my notifications in the top right say unknown has started loading 1 times passenger.
Yeah, that just means it doesn't know your name. That's it. Just right. You know, it doesn't. Might be because the server's hosting. None of you are friends with the server on purpose. That is by design.
Okay, full. Move along.
Yeah, that's all no context sensitive stuff.
Please apply the brake, parking brake. Okay. Target full. Move along.
Yeah. The thing is, it doesn't. Yeah. I haven't got a solution for this because it doesn't know. If you want to leave, leave. If you want to stop, stop. If you are in an area where you might want to do something, you don't stop and put the handbrake on. Yeah, you can either do a 180 or up and over, depending on how you feel.
This isn't a door I'm approaching.
No, it's in and out the same direction.
Okay.
So the independent strafing does not work. It's wrapped at 8 meters globally.
It's not.
The old way.
No.
Do you want to test and see in detail how it does work?
I'm very sure it works.
So I'm gonna do the steps again.
Fly alongside an object at 10 meters per second, and then try and strafe away from it. And you will strafe away from it. You know, and your speed will go up to I don't know, whatever it is, 14 and a bit meters per second.
I'm flying at 10, and I try to go sideways, and speed is not changing. It doesn't feel like
that's not scientifically valid. Oh, that looks cool. Oh man, it clipped through the camera. I've just realised I've really tuned that for exiting along the bottom, haven't I?
Yes. You're like, oh, I was going to smash my ship up. Oh, it's okay, I'm fine.
So previously, Shalka, if you were doing 10 meters per second forwards and you tried to strafe sideways, you will not move sideways. Now, if you're going 10 meters per second forwards, you try and strafe sideways, what will happen is you will strafe sideways. I'm almost...
It works the old way. It works the old way, and I'm surprised by that.
I mean, hold on, let me prove you wrong, or note down there's a bug. Okay. So I'm going to fly alongside the spaceship at something above... Oh, no, I'm going to back into the wall. So I'm going to fly alongside the spaceship at 10-ish meters per second. With aero on. Right, I'm now doing 10 meters per second, and I am now strafing sideways, and I'm now moving away from the object, and my speed is increasing up to 14 meters per second, which is about correct. And I let go.
I have aero off.
That doesn't make any difference. I mean, I can try and do it with aero off, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult. What's to say? Aero on helps, because when you stop strafing, you can see the thrusters kick in to try and get rid of your sideways drift. Yeah, I'm seeing unknown as well. Okay, so you're playing with those off. So flying forwards up to 10 meters per second, sidestepping, 11 meters per second, 12 meters per second, 13 meters per second, 14 meters per second, 15, slowing down at 16, confirmed, it definitely works.
I can't replicate what you're doing. which is strange because you're a client also.
I am a client, yeah. I said, I did. The reason I'm so sure this works is it was really easy maths. I'm not concerned that it was complicated maths. So Max, are you full?
I am. I'm trying to get some fuel and some repairs.
How's the handling now you're full? Because you're much heavier than you were.
I'm trying to be more gingerly about my handling anyway, so I haven't noticed it. But yeah.
You're refueling. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, refueling docks and things are a pain because I have to make them take taxis.
Out of cash. Oh no.
Well, yeah. So I accidentally destroyed all of the server data. So you will need to earn money, but you have something to sell.
Yes, I do. I can't remember what the repair bay looks like in here.
It's dead ahead of you and it has the word repair
written
on the other side. But you haven't got any money, so bit irrelevant.
Oh really? You can't repair if you've got cash?
Oh no. So where are your goods for?
If that's anything to go by, taxi rank pressing in for station taxi drop off.
So where taxi drop off?
Station taxi dock drop off. Assuming that's mine.
Right, it says in the bottom left.
No, that's
yes.
not right.
Yeah, look, bottom left of your screen. Forget the debug text. Look at your personal.
He's halfway in.
Yeah, that's straight in front of you.
One for ring Voron work at arrival.
That's where you were earlier. Oh, I need to make a note on that because I've made the drop off from the arrival. Fix Voron worker up name. But yeah, what you'll find is when you drop off stuff, it will feel a lot better. Like the ship will feel an awful lot more nimble. Like I said, like a transit van that you've been driving around all day fully laden and you get it empty going, oh, it's brilliant when it's not full of stuff.
On a previous time when the ship data was corrupted, it was using old flight parameters. Maybe something like that is going on with me.
No, there aren't any stored. The only stored flight parameters are what cargo you've got. There just aren't any others. So you're telling me then, if you fly forwards at 10 meters per second, aids on or off, and then strafe left, your speed does not go up to 14 to 16-ish.
Yes, that's the behavior that I'm experiencing.
It's just sitting there at 10.
Yeah, if I start out with 10, it gets stuck at 8.
It gets stuck at 8 if you start out at 10. Why are you losing any speed at all?
Yeah, if I start at 10, it stays at 10. But like if I can strafe until 8, and then it gets stuck there.
I would
double
check you've got latest. Fly between the two billboards, Max.
Between these two?
Stellar Cabs and Big D's halfway in.
Okay.
I'm capturing lots of flyovers and footage. The ships look very cool. I need to tidy up. When you guys move, there's a bit of a jerk. I want to just smooth that out a bit. I'd rather have the ships slightly in the wrong position, but nice and smooth moving, than exactly right, but a bit jolty.
DJ Arcas driving a taxi carrying nothing. Dr. Realism driving a taxi carrying 2 times passenger.
Yeah, that seems right.
And I've lost the dock.
No, keep going. No, keep going. Between those, and it's that's just a sign giving you a hint. It's in this area. It's still the other side of the space station.
Oh, I can see the leggy icony things there.
Oops.
Okay.
It hasn't crashed. You're connected to the game correctly. You do need to work out why you haven't got a name, because I did it. So I'm having to sidestep Steam's friend system a bit. So you should have told the server what your name was, and then the server should have used that.
Ah, found it. So again, a different dock. But that's cool. I've got it.
Now, can you get in there without spaffing particles everywhere? The tricky bit is, I put a little hologram showing you where to be, but I invariably aim my cursor for the bottom of that ship, whereas you should aim it for, surprise, surprise, the middle of the windscreen. And I always aim it for the wrong bit, and I don't know why. You've got, oh, I don't know, 6 or 7 feet of spare clearance. It's not a tight fit.
Oh, new items. Implant tech.
Yeah, just a bit. Just we're building at the moment.
Wrong destination for the next passenger. I get that.
Yeah.
Unknown is finished unloading 1 times passenger. $12 delivery and time delivery penalty to dock.
Yeah, so
What?
it assumes you're going to deliver any given thing within 90 seconds. So if you deliver it in 180 seconds, you'll only get half the money.
And that's set by the outside world's speed expectations if you're driving.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just a number I picked. But
If
sure.
it's crazy tax, then yeah, but in the game world.
Well, yeah,
If it's
but
crazy tax, then surely you get more for getting them there quicker.
yeah, you do. So that's what I mean. If you get them there in 90 seconds, you get 100%
Or less.
money. And if you get them there in 180 seconds, you get less money. So your goal is to get them there as quickly as possible. I'm just going to put a little video in the AstroTrucks channel for your fantastic exit, which looks like it smashed off the lights and a hole in the bottom of your ship. That's very probably just my machine not quite seeing what you're seeing though. But I am happy with the particles. They're nice and sort of lackadaisical. I wonder if I should also make the players' headlights, which I know are nonsense, but I wonder if I should make them a different colour so you can spot player ships versus AI ships. But mostly I need to fix the live ship changing. So what I'll do in a bit is I'll get both of you to sort of meet up and do something probably at the big dock. And then I will have a very quick blast with you at the ship changing code. I'm not sure.
I'm being dumb.
So bear in mind, everything's hidden from you view-wise, so you can't see it. So there's a big spaceship in front of you, and the ring is just the other side of it. Unfortunately,
Where?
the big spaceship that was in front of you. So stop flying around at spacky angles. Just keep the ship all up is up. There we go. And see the big spaceship in front of you.
Cargo ship Discovery.
You can literally see the mining ring right now, the other side of it. It's a bit yellow to the right, out the back of it. Right, is 45 degrees right. Yeah, it's right in front of you. It's right there.
I see the cargo ship Discovery.
Yeah. You can see it. Just fly closer, and you'll see you'll become it. So just fly either over or around the back of Discovery. But if you aim the ship down a little bit, yeah. I mean, I can see the ring on your screen. It's just behind all that debug text, which you can get rid of with F7. So it's on the other side of the spaceships. So unfortunately, being a computer game means that I need to put stuff in the way. So you can't see that mining setup all the way from over there. So this spaceship is for no reason other than to block your visibility. But you fly over it, fly under it, fly behind it. You could fly in front of it. Over is probably easiest. Was that Schalke you're about to ram? Oh, that was a bit close. There you go. You should be able to see it now. Yeah. Oh, I should change my background, shouldn't I? Every so often for different videos. So you should drop people off in the airlock, and then you pick people up from outside.
Okay. So I can work out where that was, because that's all that. That's similar, isn't it? It doesn't move.
It doesn't move, no. Well, there are bits that should move, but for some reason they aren't. Why are they not moving? Huh. Okay. I did have a little fancy script, so it was doing some stuff that the script's missing for some reason. Oh, I see you now. But yeah, as a rule of thumb, it's also a good idea to fly under stuff rather than over it, just because it's easy to look up than down. Which is odd, because my immediate impulse is always to fly over everything. Oh, that looks...
I found something.
I'm not actually sure the collision will let you do that. No, it definitely won't. The collision is... I was going to put, like, big mining laser effect around that, so you can't fly through the ring. Unless you really want to fly through the ring, but that means I need to do a different collision. It's one of those, if you go, that'd be so cool, then, you know, we'll try and get it in. Yeah, you want to get... You're in the right area. You want to go to the outside of the ring. And up. And it's behind you to your left. This is so much easier in VR as well. In VR, you keep your bearings so much better when you're using VR.
Yeah.
I have very
I'm waiting for the
cache.
40. Sorry, I was going to say I'm waiting for the 40 series to come out.
Yeah, you and me both. This will run fine on VR.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Like
It's
my
just,
cache, and it's still doing the old style.
I'm really going to say I think the issue is your fault. I'm not sure why or how, but the reason I'm so confident is it was really easy maths.
Is that a joking way you're saying that?
No, genuinely, very, very easy. I just had to perform the dot product against each cardinal direction as opposed to testing the linear velocity. It was 5 lines of code, and code I've written before. I can probably check from external view in a second, actually. Let me just get this footage of Max failing his driving test. So there is a nice runway, but Max decided to ignore the runway and just sort of strafe in Tokyo Drift style. That is cool.
Nom 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 nom.
And hopefully it should unload, because I've not tested that dock either. This is why we're still at, can the game be played, not can the game be broken. Like, I don't know for a fact, for example, that this dock will take the stuff out of your ship.
unloading counts upwards. Does that matter?
It's time to the load completion. The bars go in different directions, though. Like, the little twiddly round bar goes in the other direction, but the ASCII bar goes in the same direction. As long as it's obvious, it doesn't make much odds.
I got a penalty. How much cash have I got now? I have got no idea.
£100. When you leave the dock, it will tell you.
I'll go empty. Move along.
Yeah.
Please apply the parking brake. All right, off we go. Let's go.
Yeah, I need to work out a solution to that because unfortunately, it's very hard for me to know if you want to drop something off there. Like, how do I know that you want to stop and drop something off?
Just handbrake 5 is sport mode. That's fine. Right.
But now your ship's empty, it should fly a lot nicer. That does look cool.
And I have got $48 of cash.
That's a bit. Oh, so Shaq, if you rejoin, I will see if I can't. I'm hoping it's just your methodology is flawed. I genuinely can't think of any reason. I turned aero and gyro off for that test. Aero will fight against it because obviously you're sidestepping, but it won't stop you because aero's quite a soft thrust. There is a dock to your left, by the way, Max, if you want to just pick up some more passengers.
I wanted to get repaired.
But yeah. Bear in mind, right now there is no penalty for for having a knackered ship because I'm nice. It's also right now. There's no guarantee I've got the balance correct. Yeah, I don't have a
there it is.
Yeah, I
There
don't
it
have a. You see, there's no icon. So I don't have an icon for this place yet. So that's just a grab of that big spinny sign.
I have joined.
Let's see, bracket. Oh, are you in a taxi, or did you press the keys that told you not to press?
There's so many weird keys.
I can't see you.
I'm at spawn.
Oh, do you not have a name? Oh, your name is A.
Should I rename myself?
I'm sure you had a name earlier.
I think iCalamity was at least earlier today.
Cache name unknown taxi. Brilliant. Yeah, if you just change your name. Oh, you've smashed into something. Your name is Duper Awesome. I don't know what you're doing, by the way. Is there a plan to destroy your spaceship?
No. Do you see me now?
Yeah, I can see it.
So I'm going still.
Well, you've just smashed into a floor, so no, not really.
Yeah. Let me come out. I'm gonna stop on the exit laser grid.
So what I would do now is I would fly downwards about 4 or 5 meters. No, don't tilt. No, don't. Just fly straight downwards. Cool. Now stop. Now back up about, I don't know, 20 meters or something. Nothing to hit. But that should be plenty of room to get up to 10 meters per second. And then sidestep. Because from here, I can see very, very obviously and clearly if you are moving.
So I'm going to a still. Speed 0.
Yeah, cool.
Acceleration to 10 forward. And then sideways. Does nothing. Up and down also does nothing.
Okay, so let me get into my ship a second. Right, where are you? Okay, can you see me? I'm just to your right.
Yep.
Cool, so, you park up behind me-ish. There we go, stop there. I've got aero and gyro on. So are you stopped behind me?
I'm behind you and stopping.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna bring it.
0.
Okay, I'm bringing it up to 10 meters per second.
Should I follow?
Yep. So I'm now at 10 meters per second. Do you want me to have gyro and aero on or off?
Off.
Off. Right, they're both off. So are you following along behind me?
I'm at the angle, but yes.
Cool, and I'm now going to sidestep left. It's really obvious.
Yeah, it seems.
Oh, wait a moment. I know what the bug is. You're using the keyboard, aren't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't work on the keyboard.
You're using different controls for bad.
let me just check, because that's not right. Because it should set the strafe. Oh, yeah. If I just comment that out. Yep, fixed. And fix that bug too. Yeah, fix. That'll be there for tomorrow's build. Let me just fix those spaffy errors Max was getting. So Shaka, that's the most amazing and brilliant situation that very rarely happens, where we were both right or both wrong, depending on how you want to look at it.
What does a mining processor delta look like?
It's yellow. It's the one just opposite the.
I'm near the Karnak refinery.
I don't think you are. The what refinery?
Karnak.
Arnak. The level from Serious Sam. I don't remember calling anything that. I mean, I might have. But I
Definitely have. This is saying it's called Karnak refinery. I'm looking at the bloody thing. It's not that applicable, so that's fine.
Oh yeah, it's the other refinery that looks just like that one, and that doesn't do anything. So it is literally 180 degrees behind you, and the other side of those 4 asteroids. Okay, Shaka, could you please press on your numeric keypad 6?
Numeric keypad 6.
Oh, it works. Okay, awesome. So it works for clients, but not server. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got a red message there as well.
That red message is fine. You're now, Shauka, flying a tugboat. So if you do a 180 flip, and you should see the loading zone behind you. We're going to do a simulated test, and it's on your own head, be it being on. Thing. And can you please press 3 to turn off your cargo? Oh shit.
Just 3.
Oh dear. Okay, press it again. That's good. That's going to make filming quite difficult. Didn't hook that. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to fix that. I can fix that locally. I modeled that one on the garbage ship. So instead of turning on the tractor beams, you turned on the garbage.
What does it do? Something hilarious?
It turns on a massive garbage object instead of a tractor beam. Admittedly, it's only a push tractor beam. I don't know if Star Trek splits those apart.
I remember Wes Crusher inventing a push tractor beam.
Shut up, Wesley. So Shauka, have you back to the hangar?
Just gone, so I'm kind of here.
I'm a bit concerned I can't see you.
It's like flickering textures. The arrow to the right is green and arrow to the left is grey.
Yeah, I am. Am I in your game? Yeah, I am. Oh, see you. I see Max.
I'm behind the red.
You're not.
I think
No,
I see him.
I can see Max, but I can't see you. Lost on my own level here. What is this? Is this a player taxi? There's just a taxi flying around here, and I can't work out whose it is. It's called Unknown Taxi. Great.
There's a taxi in front of the spawn gates.
Yes.
I'm nearby it.
I wish you were.
About to collide even.
I did have an error though. Yeah, this is what I've been working on today, so there may still be issues. There's a lot to keep in sync because there's the physics player, the ship, the physics ship, the inventory. There's quite a lot of stuff to keep in sync, and sometimes I've only got most of it in sync. For reasons of, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of tugboats on the level, but they're all disabled for some reason. Right, so you're by the hangar, Mr. S. Wow, Unity keeps locking up, I hate it. Ah, I see you. Awesome. Okay, now can you turn your cargo on, please?
Cargo is off.
Okay, can you turn your cargo off now, please? Oh. Oh! Oh? You turn it back on? No, you can't. Am I
Cargo
really...
is on.
I think what I did is I managed to make it so when you turned your cargo off, you turned off instead. So cargo will be renamed. So cargo is the unique thing about your ship. If it's a magnetic grappling hook or whatever, that's its. Yeah, I'm such a twat. There we go. Cargo object is cargo object, not you. Right. So I didn't want to have the ships actually hitting each other because there are all sorts of issues with doing that with timing. So that's why I've given you tractor beams. So they should allow you to push things around. And there is actually a ship for you to push around. And tugboat has no B in it. Oh, okay, cool. So now turn your lights. Oh, sorry, press. Yeah, it's good. So is that off or on according to you?
Cargo is false at the moment.
Cool. Make cargo true. Cool. And can you see that taxi just in front of you?
Yeah.
If you sidestep right about that's it, and then gently forwards, you should push it out the way with your tractor beams. And I will record this monumental moment. And you're about to hit it. There you go. Oh, it's arguing. That's quite interesting. Okay, so to your left and above you, you should see a much bigger spaceship.
Wow, now it's good at spinning.
Yes, as I said, this is a feature that definitely cannot be abused. Then Malcolm was Saki.
One, the red one?
No, 90, 130 degrees to your right and above you. Right, straight up now. So, in theory, you should be able to push this into the hangar. Good luck. But in theory, that's the thing. In practice, almost definitely not. Even with two player, I think it's one of those that I kind of feel you could do it like, what's we call it? SnowRunner.
Pretty.
We could do it, but it would take us 3 hours of messing around to achieve it. So you could do it, but in practice you'll fail horribly. But try seeing what you can do with this ship. So this one does have very gentle physics to keep it aligned and in its position, but they are ever so gentle just to stop it leaving the universe. And I really need to work on those push graphics. They're awful. How's that realistic handling going for you there, Schalke? I ask as I set the camera up and then you just floated out of frame. You've completely gone now.
I was going over 8, so I needed to switch my main engine.
Sorry, I thought you played this on a joystick.
No.
All the cool kids do. You should just be able to see a little blue pulse of the tractor beams just outside of your cockpit, but I'm probably going to move them so they're much more obvious for you.
Too much seeing. There's something in the middle of the UI console.
Oh, there you go. It's moving. Hey, that worked really well. Oh, you touched it. So, question. Should there be an opposite and equal reaction when you do that? So when you get up close, it starts to push you away, so you actually have to continue to thrust into it. But not too hard, because then you'll actually bonk.
If not, then it's going to generate kinetic energy.
That's not really a problem, is it, though? Sorry,
The style.
the question wasn't, is that realistic? The question was, would that be more fun? Not
I
having
have a question.
Hold on. What's your question?
Why can't I move? I've been repaired, but I seem to be stuck.
I don't know.
Am I actually connected to something, or do I need to move? I think I know I need to move up a little bit, but I wanted to sort of just confirm that.
Your collision is not necessarily quite what I see, so I can't. Your collision and movement is done on your computer, so you should be able to move. But if not, I mean, obviously, if you've just bonked down on the ground, you'd want to start by moving upwards.
Yeah, I'll just move repaired to. Okay. You always want some sort of holes by your feet so you can see.
I do have a different cockpit, but it's going to take me several days to put together a new cockpit. But that one is less suitable for VR. There's a reason I've covered everything below 180 degrees.
Oh, really?
Because if you don't see down there, you don't. It helps with VR. But I will let you pick cockpits to make you happy.
Just wondering if the easy level has thick tractor beams or things that sort of you get within, I don't know, sort of 5 meters of where you're supposed to be for repairs, and it grabs you and puts you where you're supposed to be.
I was going to do it so it should be pretty obvious where you go, but I was also going to use the current tractor beams with a push. So if you get too close to the wall, it just gently shoves you away from the wall.
Is that a feature you have to buy? You know, like a
could be.
For a better word, a feature that the better ships have, but the standard sort of starting ship doesn't.
Yeah, I mean that's something that's I'm getting to the point now where it's I say polished, but it's I can start thinking about that sort of thing. So right now, the more you load and unload, the quicker you load and unload. So I don't know if you've noticed, but it gives you your unload and unload scaler, like when you're doing it. And you can grind it forever, like it goes up forever. And the same thing will apply to other stats. But then you will earn skill points to spend. But that's just UI, and I hate doing UI. Shaka, just because you're about 3 ship lengths from the ship still. Now you're 2.8 ship lengths.
Touching it.
Huh?
I'm touching.
Oh, that might not be very synchronized. Yeah. Forgot about that. These aren't synchronized objects. I completely forgot. So you need to put your... Yeah.
Someone's putting me at the gate bar.
Yeah, that now works. Yeah, I forgot they don't synchronize. They do return to a neutral position. But unfortunately, because the forces are applied on the server, if they aren't synchronized, well, that's a problem. Oh, that does look so cool, though.
Am I out of cash? I don't know.
If you're not in a dock, it lists the cache. If it says refueling in progress, then you are refueling. But refueling is slow. Like, really slow right now.
AstroTrucks, move on. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see where my total fuel is. I thought it was that fuel bar on the top right. Middle right, the blue.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you're in a blue area, so it's quite hard to see, isn't it? No, the blue waveform is that's your capacitor. That's your... Do you see the diagonal blue? The big diagonal blue on the far right. It's massive. It's half your cockpit. Blue and black stripes.
That one on there?
Yeah. That one and the small waveform one are exactly the same. They show the same information. It's just that one of them is always in your viewport. Your fuel is the bar on the left of the parking brake. But it might be the bar on the right of the parking brake. But when you fly out of here, it will list your fuel. But it should list your fuel when you were refueling. Obviously, that's stupid. So the moment you leave the docking box, there you go. You've got 68% fuel.
And I have $1 cash. We'll spend it all on repairs, I guess.
Yeah, so at the minute,
25.
yeah, it's, to be fair, 68% fuel is a lot of fuel. That will last you for
at least an hour.
So much flying.
Well, 69 minutes apparently.
So
no, sorry, that was the inverse, isn't it? Sorry, ignore that.
I'm assuming, Shaka, that this is pretty synchronized, given that you are apparently smashing it into the base.
I'm pushing nothing on my screen. I'm using the stream to
yeah. Yeah, those aren't synchronized objects. I don't have a generic synchronized functionality, and I completely forgot. But oh man, that looks cool. That really, really makes me happy in my spaceship place. One thing that came out yesterday's Wreckfest stream, I'm going to put a message up at the beginning of the game, exactly like Wreckfest, saying, please, dangerous spaceship, extreme spaceship maneuvers can be dangerous. Always fly carefully and slowly in your own spaceship.
Take it to the track.
Yes, that sort of thing. Shauka, could you? Oh, hold on. Let me look up which one. And let's make sure they all work. So can you press? Can you press 5? That should turn you into a
keyboard or not?
A number pad 5. Cool. You're now the same spaceship as the one you were pushing around. I'm not sure how this will fly. I haven't really tuned it. Oh, it looks so cool though. And the collision won't still work as if you were a taxi. Oh no, you seem to be able to hammer it around all right.
Yeah, this kindly changed a little bit at least.
I haven't started to look at centre of mass yet either, so you should rotate around. Currently you rotate around the centre, but I need to make sure the centre of mass is appropriate, so when you thrust, this will orbit around the rear of the ship. So this is when you start to need your assistant ship. Did I get that the wrong way around? Can you... Okay, if you press... or you should turn into a collector. And please, that works. How does this one fly? I was expecting these to handle a lot slow. Oh, that's interesting. I need to make a note. Synchronize masses between client and server. So right now, your ship probably weighs 10, but my simulation of your ship weighs 25. Can you try flying in the dock that's 130 degrees to your left?
The red ship dock?
It's between the red ship and the gas ship. No, 130 degrees to your left. No, 80 degrees left. About 45 degrees to your right now. What is with pointing the way you want to go? I can't use this footage. You look like you're driven by a madman. Alright, so all I need to work out. So if the server changes their ship, you don't see it. That's the current bug. But if anybody else changes their ship, it's all tickety-boo.
So there's a number 2 on the dock.
I don't know. No, you need to sidestep left like 100 meters. It's between the gas freighter. You're looking for an asteroid with a base in it. There's 2 of them, but one's got a dock.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know about that, I'm going to shut up.
Well, tell me anyway, because I'm just waiting for Shelter.
Map light true, map light true.
Oh. The map light, that's a reading light. I've just put it in just because then I can say it's the only game with a working reading light. Does it not work?
Oh no, it's just the text says map light true, map light true. If you turn it off, it still says it's true, even though it's clearly gone off.
Oh, that isn't a bug I know about. It might be one of the toggles. One of my bigger
The effect happens.
one of my bigger forthcoming tasks is to hook up VR controls.
That's going to be sweet.
It will be. Yeah, this totally isn't working. Oh. Like, your collision is still taxi collision for you, but it's collector collision for me. So right now it's trying to jam a very big thing into a very small hole. Oh dear. Are you inside yet, Schalke? No.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Is it exploding me outside?
You've
from your view?
you've flown a long way away. You also managed to dislodge the gas freighter, which does look cool. I have to say, I think that is a very positive thing for me to take away. I'm like, that looks cool, that looks cool, this looks cool. It's constantly cool moments and cool shots. I'm beginning to possibly weaken on having external view a little bit, even if it's a server option.
Well, I thought that was going to be reserved for the overseer role only.
So
you can't see the outside of your own ship. You can only see other people's outsides of other people's ships.
yeah. So bear in mind, when I was saying in Wreckfast last night, I promise you I was not bitching or whining or trying to find excuses. It's hard to quantify how much harder it is to drive a vehicle from internal view to external view. It is 10 times easier. So right now, if I were to allow external view, apart from that I have to write a whole bunch of code, you would find everything so much easier. And I'm beginning to wonder if it will just simply be too hard to ship the game without the ease.
Also, I have a relevant opinion, but I don't know whether you are interested in opinions at this stage. What makes ease of flying. There's a UI element that I think all kinds of space things kind of require. That would be the procreate indicator.
You mean the little arrows in the middle of your cockpit?
I guess yes, but it's very ignorable, and I would like to have there's the heading crosshairs, and I would like to have the procreate indicator be very easily compared to that.
You have that though. You've got the two arrows which show your heading and your velocity.
I guess, but the heading crosshairs there, that would map so much to my expectations more. So
I'm not disagreeing that they're clunky, but they do work, and they don't look very pretty, but they do, I think, do their job. I would hope. That's interesting.
I have trouble relating my ship orientation. I can compare the arrows to each other, but it's hard to make connection with the actual body of the ship.
But it's facing forwards. That shouldn't be that hard, I would have thought.
I guess it's a minor thing, and it's gonna be, when it's gonna be polished, then maybe it will function as intuitively.
Damn it, Max, that was a good shot, and I messed it up. You're flying over that. That cargo carrier is so much bigger than your ship, and it's really cool to capture that in the screenshots. Oh, are you about to ram that guy? Yes. Oh. Huh, you didn't hit it on your screen. You just slammed into an AI on my screen. They might be a little bit out, but shouldn't be very much out. Things that are synchronized should be very synchronized, and things that aren't, well. Where are you headed to there now, Max?
I was going to see if I could find where the taxis go.
Where the taxis go?
Yeah.
In what
when it gets
sense?
to bedtime, you know?
Oh, where taxis leave the level?
Yeah.
Or do you mean where you would log off after your session?
We would log off after the session, yeah.
Well, that would be in the first hangar, so it's the other side of the big grey hangar. But actually, can we get you and Schalke? Can you just fly around together? So Schalke, if you wait there, Max, he's the other side of that big rock that says "Do not cross." 90 degrees to your left. Damn, I seem to say that a lot.
I'll try that one.
Yes.
I think the nav ball could be like the feed of the front console easily. It's very ignorable now.
It is. Bear in mind, you've got if you tap 2 a couple of times, see that massive center thing? That's just a texture that came with the ship. So I've got plenty of HUD elements I could put on there. But yeah, I know what you mean. It shouldn't be that hard to actually just render the inside of a sphere with 2 bits and bobs on it. So, Max, if you look down, you should see Schalke. He's in a collector.
That thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get some shots of you two flying. Yeah, he's also got, you probably can't see it, but Shaka, can you just do some maneuvers just under RCS a minute? It's kind of, yeah, that's cool. The RCS thrusters do actually fire. They're not that good because the update rate isn't that fast from the server. That's pretty cool. Apart from Kerbal, has there been another game with RCS?
What's RCS?
The little reaction jets.
Oh, maneuvering busters
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah, they're very
I
cool.
played a couple of VR games that are in this kind of setting.
Can you guys come over and play with this dock by the asteroid? The dock that's in the asteroid. I've got so many little clips I will have to...
Which asteroid? The one this one in front of me? That doesn't have a name, so I guess it's not.
It's the yellow asteroid, not the green one. Yeah, that's the green one. Yeah, the yellow one. Yeah, that asteroid there. As I said, I have to kind of put stuff around it, so sometimes that can cover it up, because I have to cover it up, because it will be full of high detail. And I have to make sure you can't see that high detail from miles and miles and miles away. But yeah, Shark, if you just sort of watch Max dock, I guess that should look alright. And then I'll fix some other bits and bobs for tomorrow. But I don't think we've had any major issues, apart from that the server can't change what ship they're flying. And I might want to just make the client sync to the server a bit more gentle. Oh, Shaka's had a physics.
It's carrying a big rock.
No, it's because his collision and what the server... Oh, so someone's just pushed the gas freighter into the collision box for the dock. Yeah, I need to do a generic sync on those, which is easy enough. Awesome. Let me make a note on that one. Add in generic RB sync with a unique ID. Hook into physics return code. So in theory, over several minutes, that ship that you bonked into, Schalke, the whatever it's called, mineral transporter tractor test, it will return to its position, but it's quite a gentle force because I don't need to shove it in, and I want to allow players to mess around with it.
It was H for handbrake, wasn't
it? Yes. Though
interesting.
Yeah, you've got the handbrake symbol, but your power symbol's off in front of it because your braker's off.
Yeah, I managed to turn this handbrake off. I go do, then go do, and then H. I can turn them all off.
Yeah, turn them off. Yeah, you can't turn a system on without power, but I think you can turn it off.
Okay.
Well, if you just fly out the hangar then and just fly straight in front, I'll get one more shot. I've got a lot of cool shots, and I'll share them in the Discord.
It's cool because you can't be sure the doors are opening, and then suddenly the door sort of goes whee.
Yeah, in VR, trust me, there's no problem. There's no how close am I to the door. It just works and looks fantastic. Yeah.
And this is meant to be. Ooh, there's a taxi there. There is meant to be that sort of VR off the bat support on this, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it just works. Oh wow.
But, I
mean, it does work now. If you had your headset on, it would be in VR. It just works.
Yeah. Oh bloody hell! Bonk, 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 bonk. That doesn't fit in there, does it?
It does. If Schalke was more careful with his alignment, it would fit. But I would need to put the ship collision onto Schalke's local collision. But that's probably not very far off what it needs to be for the game anyway. That's good enough. That's still less broken than SnowRunner gets at times.
Well, you wouldn't get told off for sort of driving around with a rock still in his claws or whatever. But in this area, I mean, you could park in there, no problem, but you wouldn't be allowed to park in there with a rock in tow.
Well, Schalke can turn off the rock. Because that's Schalke's cargo. Again, his rock should have disappeared now?
Yes, it has, yeah.
I might even make the arms animate when he gets rid of the rock. But yeah, you can do it, Schalke, but you'll have to be very, 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 not like that, delicate with your positioning. Definitely not like that. But unlike SnowRunner, it will eventually synchronize the physics. It doesn't just give up like SnowRunner going, I don't care. That just looks like terrible piloting there.
Although the problem that Schalke's got is his claws are way out in front of the ship.
But he doesn't have any collision for that. So on his screen, he thinks he's fine.
Oh, right.
But that's on my list. So remember, I only implemented ships.
Taxis at stage.
Well, I only implemented ship changing today, and I'm glad it works as well. It does. Actually, Shaq, can we just finish off the test? Can you press number pad 2 to turn into a garbage collector?
Garbage scow.
Garbage scow, and then press your cargo. That's cool. And 3 should make you into the old police ship, not the cool new one. Yeah. And again, the cargo light should turn off your siren, which I notice is in the wrong place. Cool. Right. I will thank you for your time there. We'll be doing another one tomorrow, either at the beginning of the stream or pre-stream. And I'll try and fix a bunch of things. I want to get more footage. I want to try and get a few more people in because it looks very, very cool with you all flying around. What I'll do then, if I just share my screen so you can actually see it in real time, I will very briefly go over the bits of footage we got earlier. Some are very cool. So let's see, we've got an opening for Max. It's like the very sedate pace of the game as well. Like you know, in like No Man's Sky, where you whoosh in and then let's get like, blasted down the land. You're like, let me appreciate let me feel that it's big, rather than feeling that it's a teeny tiny space station.
Is the 90-second delivery time carefully selected, or is it like a random time?
Nah, it's just I just picked a number. I picked a number that if you're not buggering about, you should probably hit 100% all the time. But that will be that window will increase as your rank goes up. That's going to be one of those things. And you can also fit, let's say for example, comfy seats, which means that the decay time will be less. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there, Max. That was wrong.
Parking.
Is that parking? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Parking where?
Probably in the wrong place, but it's parking.
Yeah, I need to put more decals around and sort of mark. There's an issue with the decals. You probably noticed they all flicker off and disappear. This is a Unity bug that I'm really waiting for them to fix.
Well, yeah, some of them only show up when you're right on top of them. Well, not right on top of them, but very close to them, which is, I don't know how you quantify that distance in space.
No, it's something to do with the angle between you and the decals. I don't know what it is. But I am happy with the particles and the impacts, though. They do look suitably spacey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then here was you and Schalke. But I'll probably be editing little snippets of this into a trailer at some point. I need to do a trailer. It's a requirement. Valve force you to... Yeah, that one's cool. I'll put that one into the... I'll put the good ones into there, and then put the best of the good ones into onto Twitter. You doc. Yeah, I might rework that doc a bit because the idea is you can reverse out cheekily if there's nobody else there. That's the idea. But realistically, when you were leaving from the top one, the door nearly hit you because the trigger box is a bit too close. But the trigger box is also too far away for you to see the sun get obscured as it shuts. So I need to think about what to do on that.
Okay.
And yeah, I also like that shot. I like the ones that show off the enormous difference in scale, because that dock, you could probably fit the QE2 in that dock without even struggling. Now that dock is enormous, but you can only tell when you have something little
to compare it against.
Yeah. There was one good one, unfortunately. I messed it up because you were flying over the big cargo ship, and I completely missed the. I quite like the particles. And yeah, this looks. And sometimes the streaming doesn't work. Sometimes you get blurry textures because the streaming has just gone. Nah. There's. Thank you, Schalke. Yeah, in fact, you can see the decal. You can see like the blurry red stuff there, and then in a moment, all the decals will appear. There you go. I hadn't moved, hadn't changed the camera, and there you go again. Yeah, that worked quite well, but not perfectly. The reason it was slightly incorrect is the server didn't think that was quite where Schalke thought it was, so they were pushing them, or I didn't think they were. So they were pushing them all differently. That should not be a difficult thing to implement. As long as it doesn't need to be exact inch perfect alignment, as long as it's more or less in the same, to within a meter, it won't make any difference. But once I've got it a little bit better, it'll be really quite fun to see if we can't, between us, capture... I mean, I can make asteroids. So there could be a free-floating asteroid that the goal is to stop it moving to the point where someone can mine it by using the tractor beams. And it's those sort of physics-based I'll say hilarity that makes SnowRunner what it is.
So I suppose that would preferably be like a multi-person task.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Because
bet.
obviously you need 6 degrees.
Well, yeah. The thing is, if you knock it too fast, you then have to get in front of it to stop it, and that's not going to be easy. Like you'll have to get over there quickly. So it's better off if you have catchers, people in different directions, ready to in case it goes wrong. But I think that could be quite fun. It might just be really frustrating. I guess we will. Only way to find out is to try it. But I should be able to implement what I call mild synchronization of these physics objects. They don't need to be that close, just barely close. Yeah, these are all quite good, apart from the near clip there. And Schalke's put that one in. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. This video is mostly for people watching back rather than the stream. So hopefully some people will watch this, and there'll be also bits I can snip it from the live video. So thank you, and I'll be doing it, even if it's nothing to do with everybody else. I'll be doing another stream tomorrow. I need to start doing regular streams on this to sort of show progress and get people excited. So thank you for watching. You're all awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell, all of them YouTube things.